population civile. Pas grand gens haïtiens dans accepté en Kenya et Jamaïque, Belize, puis l'autre pays qui a fait là, pas grand gens nous d'accord ça.
Imagine a moment that if the armed group didn't,
Well, as it was anticipated, Barbecue has released a statement following the landing of the Jamaicans and Belizeans police forces and military forces in Haiti. This is what Barbecue had to say about the landing of Jamaicans and Belizeans to join Kenyans in Haiti.
Imaginons si groupe armé ou pas violé. Imaginons si groupe armé ou pas violé, tuer, rouler caïmon dans la population civile. Pas grand gens haïtiens dans accepté en Kenya et Jamaïque, Belize, puis l'autre pays qui a fait là, pas grand gens nous d'accord ça.
Imagine a moment that if the armed group didn't, Haitians are very sentimental people. So,
et ce que Kenya ou bien n'importe soldat étranger soit frappé un haïtien avec un autre haïtien, soit violent petit garçon Jean ministre qui fait là, soit violent petit fille. Il suffit que ils font simple erreur seulement et que pour tout pays à lever.
so even one soldier will hit the Haitian the one way in front of another Haitian, or did any mistake like the same way that the UN mission did it before, that will be enough to trigger the a huge reaction from the people.
Well, in that statement, Barbecue has been very clear to say that Haitians are very sentimental people. By sentimental, he's trying to reach out to the past events that have been happening in Haiti, the fact that Haiti is sometimes eruptive in anything that would trigger the trauma that they have undergone through. You know, Haiti has been under Papa Doc, the dictator in the 60s, who devastated the lives of many Haitians and formed the Tonton Macoute. The Tonton Macoute became now the genesis of this gang violence that is happening in Haiti. And there have been allegations of leaders who have indulged higher powers to try and capitalize on the divisions in Haiti. The so-called oligarchs have taken advantage of many people in Haiti, and they have devastated the lives of many Haitians. When he says that Haitians are sentimental people, he's trying to reach to that trauma that has affected many Haitians for a very long time. He also goes on and say that if any soldier among the Jamaicans, Belize, and Kenyans engages in any activity that the UN had engaged in before, as we spoke in another video that you can go and check in this channel, Haiti has had different interventions, two major UN interventions that have failed to work. The last UN intervention was in 2017, and this UN intervention had a lot of challenges, basically by the way they interacted with the Haitians. Many Haitians complained of assault from the UN forces. They complained of unethical behavior from the UN, as well as there was the major issue that came out of this UN mission was that the UN directed their sewer line to drinking water in Haiti, and that led to loss of life of thousands of Haitians. So Barbecue came out to point out on this fact. He is trying to remind Haitians of what happened in the last intervention that took place in Haiti. Maybe he is trying to get them to be angry about the forces that are there. He's trying to remind them that they're not supposed to be there. So that is maybe the trick that Barbecue is trying to do. And he's saying that if any soldier, if any police officer that is now in Haiti, the 400 Kenyan officers plus the 24 Jamaicans and 2 Belizeans that are in the country, if they engage in anything that is akin to what the UN did, that will trigger a huge reaction from the people. Well, in the statement, he also speaks about the unity, the fact that nations are uniting against armed gangs in Haiti. He says that gangs can also unite against the police officers that are grouping up. And we know that there has been that effort. There was the Vivan Sam, that is the collection of all groups that came in earlier in the year, about March, February, April, that stormed into prisons in Port-au-Prince and released their fellow gang members who were already captured. There has been that conversation of having gang members grouping up together because they are weaker if they try to fight alone, and if they group up, they're going to be a considerable force. But I don't think it will be a force that can threaten the police officers who are trained and have a mission to achieve in Haiti. So that is the strategy that we are seeing Barbecue wants to employ, or he's trying to give an idea that that is the future that they're going to employ, given that police officers from across the world are coming into Haiti, uniting to fight the gangs in Haiti. So he's saying that the gangs can also unite. You know that there are over 200 gangs in Haiti, and the major gangs are the G9, the GPEP, and the 400 Mawozo. And you know the 400 Mawozo leader was warned just the other day by Commander Godfrey Otunge that he's going to be captured. So there is that conversation that Barbecue is trying to give from this interview, that there is a possibility of gangs coming together to have one sort of one voice against the police officers that have deployed in Haiti. So I believe that is the situation that he will wish to happen. But just to point it out, these forces have undergone a lot of training. They know what they're supposed to do in Haiti. They have learned from what failed in Haiti, that is the UN missions that failed in Haiti. And they are very conversant about ethical means of interacting with people when there is a peacekeeping mission. Because Kenya has been in different countries. Kenya has been in Congo, DRC. Kenya has been in, or is still in Somalia. Kenya is also in other countries keeping peace at the moment. And Kenya has not been implicated in these issues of unethical behavior. They are very disciplined. That is what I can say about Kenya so far, because we've not had any unethical issues when Kenyans have been in different countries. But Barbecue is trying to reach to the trauma that Haitians had, to the feelings that they had when the UN forces were there, to try and discourage the MSS forces, as well as to try and encourage the Haitians to revolt against the MSS forces. We all know that he wants to win at the end of the day, and this is a battle. It is a war of weapons, and also it is a war of words and ideologies. Whoever has the higher ideology, because as we can see here, if you've been following what Jimmy Cherizi has been doing, he's been trying to reach out to Haitians. He's been trying to reach out to locals, to seem as a Robin Hood, to try and give water when where there is no water, to give a little food where there is no food, to seem as if he's fighting for the larger Haitian community or the Haitian people. So that is the momentum that the conflict is metamorphosizing, to try as much as possible to appeal to the public, whether you are whichever side. If you are in the gang side or you are in the MSS side, they are trying to appeal to the population, because they know that the final say will come from the population. Whichever side will have the favor of the population, that is the side that is going to win in this battle. Because on one side, the Kenyans, the Jamaicans, and the Belizeans have to have the favor of the general public, so that they can give information about gang activities, about what they are planning to do, so that they can counter those activities. On the other side, you have gang members or gang groups that want the favor of the public, so that they can justify what they are doing. Mind you, they are also staying with the public. So if they are not in good books with the public, then there will be at risk of their information leaking out to the forces, and they will be captured. So it downs to the influence that these two sides will have. Of course, with all the atrocities that the Jimmy Cherizi group, the gangs have done in Haiti, it is just appropriate that they should lay down their arms and surrender to the forces in Haiti, so that there can be a restoration of peace. If not surrender, just lay down the arms and stop the conflict, stop the fighting, stop the firing of bullets and everything in Haiti, so that everyone will have a table to negotiate and come up with solutions that will favor the Haitian people. So Jimmy Cherizier has given out his statement very clear, touching on the sentimental aspect of Haitians, to remember what happened even before the interventions and to remember what has happened during the interventions that have happened in Haiti, the UN interventions that have happened in Haiti, for people to keep in mind that there are foreign forces in the country. But that being said, the MSS forces are grouping up. They have now the international perspective, and they are going to launch attacks soon to the gangs, as everyone is expecting them to do, so that they can achieve those results that they have been dearly aiming for even the support of not only the public in Haiti, but the support of every citizen around the world who is looking on them to solve this issue that has been a bane to a lot of countries around Haiti and a lot of countries across the world.